Alright, welcome back to another episode of Jurassic World the Game. Now, today we are going to be unlocking Skoonasaurus, which is the super hybrid for Skoonasaurus. As you can see, I've got my level 1 here ready to replace my level 40 once I do evolve him today. And yeah, that's going to be the aim of today's video. We have got 50 battles to complete in one video. If we head over to the Skoonasaurus quest, here it is. We have 4,000 SDNA to claim, but before we can claim that, we need to go through all these battles, and there are 50 of them. Now, I think the way that I'm going to do this is I'm not going to record all 50 battles, because I think that would be a little bit tedious. I mean, maybe some people would want to see that, but I feel like for the sake of a YouTube video, I'm going to make it a bit shorter, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to record and show the first 5 battles, and then I'm going to skip the rest up until I get to stage 33. Now, the reason for this is because the first 5 battles are all pretty much the same. They're all around about this difficulty. I think stage 32, it reaches maybe 1,000 health, but I mean, they're very easy to complete. I can one-shot every single creature in the entire team for all 33 of those battles, so showing all those battles will be a little bit tedious. So I'm going to do 5, and then we're going to go ahead and cut to when I get to stage 33. Now, this is because once you reach stage 33, I think it is, yeah, I think it's stage 33, that is when your opponents get significantly harder. Maybe it's 34, because this is where the restriction is for Skoonasaurus, but it's either one of these battles. I'm going to cut to it, and I'm going to show the difference between 33 and 34, or if it's 32 and 33. I'm going to show the difference in terms of difficulty because it is a massive jump. And so I'm going to record that, and then I'm going to skip to the very end where I do maybe the last 5 battles, which are going to obviously be the 5 hardest battles. But the goal is to get all of these battles done, or get the quest done today. And so it's probably going to take around 2 hours. I will add a timer, and I will show you the amount of time it took for me as a end game player to complete the entire quest in one sitting. And so we can see that at the end of the video as well. But before we do that quest, we do have a few little things to do before we jump into that. I'm going to make this quick though, because obviously this is probably going to be a fairly long video if I had to guess. So first of all, we have to check out the amber market. And if we go to the amber market, and we can now see Rebel is in the amber market. He is frozen in state, as you can see, for whatever reason. That's obviously some sort of bizarre glitch. But he is frozen in state, or she is frozen in state. And so we're going to buy her now. Hopefully release her from her frozen state once we hatch her. And there we are. And then also, if we go to the hatchery, we can see I now have Dakaraptor, which I need to unlock, or I need to hatch and unlock. And that is very nice. And then we also have Klenikin. Now, I have a few miscellaneous tournament creatures here what I've got from packs. But Klenikin is someone who I bought from the offers tab. And I would highly recommend to people who are end game or late game players who have a lot of bucks spare. Always come check out this tab, see if there's any creatures you don't have. For instance, for me, Klenikin is someone who I don't have unlocked and who I'm very close anyway to getting to level 40, as you can see. If we head over to the, yeah, here we go. I've got 5 hatched at level 13, level 10, and I've got 1 hatching, and then the one that I just bought from the offers tab today, which means I only need 1 more to get this guy to level 40, despite not even having him unlocked. So yeah, definitely recommend checking out the events tab, or the offers tab, sorry, if you are a late game player and have a lot of bucks to spend, because it's a very useful little resource over here. Okay, aside from that, we also have the prize drop over here to claim, but as you can see, let me claim this first, and then we've also got another one potentially to buy. I'm not too sure. So if we look over here, that is right, 100 VIP mystery packs for this 3rd prize drop, for the golden prize drop. Now, I would typically never buy this because it is really just not even, it's not even close to being worth it most of the time. But I'm very tempted. I'm very tempted to buy this, because if you do get 100 mystery packs, I mean, it is a 1% chance. But if you do get 100 mystery packs, that is insane. That would be, I mean, yeah, that would be a lot of resources. It would be very nice. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine opening 100 mystery packs now I think about it. But I think I'm going to do it for the sake of, like, potentially getting this on recording and opening this prize drop. That could be really good. But I mean, yeah, we're going to buy this. I'm going to buy those platinum ones first, and then how much is this even going to cost? Oh, 3,200. I'm kind of regretting it now. I don't know if I want to do this anymore. I really don't know if I want to do this. I don't think it's worth it. Even if you do get this 1% prize, I don't think it's worth it. I mean, I suppose you do get DNA, if nothing else, which is obviously really good. It's the most useful resource in the game. But I mean, oh my gosh, it's 6,400 bucks. That's a lot of bucks. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it for the sake of research purposes. I'm gonna do it. Oh, that hurt. That hurt so much. At least we get this golden prize drop wheel. Maybe something good. Someone who we don't have unlocked. Draco Rex. Okay, that's good. We don't have Draco Rex unlocked, so I'll take that. I'll take that for sure. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to record this opening and we get the 1% chance mystery pack. That would be insane. But I mean, it's obviously a very, very slim chance. Okay, but other than that, we have the gyros that have just come in now. And interestingly enough, you only get 5 rides with this one, but it does cost 2 million food, so that's pretty good. It's about 10 million food you'll be spending if you do all 5 tours for a potential of 30,000 amber, and then obviously one of these statues. And so if you have these statues already, probably wouldn't recommend it, but if you're a collector like me, I'm going to do this, and I'm hopefully going to get one of each statue. If I get duplicates, I'll be very disappointed. But I'm going to do this at some point, probably not on recording. But then we have this one, the Indominus Gyrosphere, which I believe has been in the game before, and it costs 1,000 bucks. So I don't know what type of inflation is going on in this game, because 2,500 bucks is absolutely absurd. That is just so unreasonable. I'm not going to say I don't recommend it. I don't think anyone in the entire game should be even considering this Gyrosphere. It is an absolute scam. 2,500 bucks is it's ludicrous. It's absolutely ludicrous. It's an insane amount of bucks to be spending on a Gyrosphere tour. There's just no way I'm doing that. No chance. No chance. Alright, but without further ado, we do need to get into this Skoonasaurus quest, because I now have 50 battles to go through. So let's go ahead. Let's do the first 5, just to show you how easy these first 5 battles are, and just to show you the strategy that I'm going to use for the first 33 battles, when these opponents are super easy to kill. And so what I like to do with these battles is I like to look at the opponents, and I like to look at their classes. So here we have 2 pterosaurs and a carnivore, which means we can't use an amphibian and we can't use a herbivore, because both of them get type disadvantaged. So the best thing to use here is simply just going to be a carnivore or a pterosaur of my own. So let's go ahead and go to carnivores, because there are the most amount of carnivores in the game, so I've got plenty to spare. And let's go ahead and find someone who has more attack than the opponent's highest health creature, which is Trope, who has 361. So that's going to be a Lang. Actually, maybe that's pushing it a little bit. He doesn't have too much health. So I'll go with Acro, and that is plenty to win this battle. Just like that. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go one tap every single one of these creatures. It's going to be so satisfying. There we go. Velociraptor goes down first. But yeah, essentially, that's how I'm going to do this video. I'm just going to record these first 5 battles, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do the next 33 battles, essentially. Because then when we get to battle 33 or 34, I don't know which one it is. It's somewhere around that region. But the ferocity of the opponents goes up significantly. It is, I don't know why, but it just goes, it skyrockets. And so I'm going to show that battle, and then maybe skip to the end where I do the last 5 battles, which are obviously going to be the hardest battles. And I think that's the best way to do it, because I don't really want to record all 50 battles. I think that'd be a bit insane. But there we go. There's the first 3 DNA. Now, as you can see, I do have 89 already. I do have 89 Skoonasaurus DNA. What is it actually called? No, okay, so it's not Skoonasaurus, it's Sonosaurus. Sonosaurus? Yeah, Sonosaurus. I think that's how you say it. And that's because I've been watching a few ads. Here, as you can see, you can get 5 SDNA for free from watching ads. So I've done that for a few days whilst I've been waiting to record this video. And so yeah, we do have a little bit already, but that's the first 3 SDNA from these missions. Now let's head into the next one. Again, it's just carnivores and pterosaurs. So we're going to use a carnivore of our own. And it's actually probably quicker just to click that button down there, or maybe not actually. So we need how much health? 330. We need 330 attack, so we can go for one-eyed dinosaur. Why not? And honestly, we don't even need anyone else in the team. This guy can just solo it. So yeah, these battles, as I said, they're just so easy. I can one tap them all, and honestly, most people watching can probably follow this exact same strategy as of just one tapping all the opponents until stage 33. Maybe not, maybe like stage 20 or so. It probably won't be as easy for some mid-game players to do this, because that's when I think the opponents start having like 1,000 health. But yeah, they're fairly easy nonetheless. You can just use a very like quick strategy to defeat them all, like this. And if you don't have more attack than their highest health, then you can just do a little sandwich technique. Put in two super low level creatures, then put a really high level creature in between. That'll make the battle really quick. But pretty much all we're going for here is just speed. So you do this and you'd go amphibians and carnivores. So we want to use a pterosaur to advantage those two amphibians. And we need 228. Okay. So you'll be enough. But yeah, this is what you would do if you didn't have someone who could one-tap them. You'd put two Zhongs in, and then you put your best creature, or not your best creature, sorry, but someone who'd be able to take out the opponent team in the middle. And that is literally just for speed purposes. You don't want to be using flocks in these battles, because you want to get these battles done as quickly as possible, because obviously there's 50. Flocks you only want to be using at the very end, when the battles are simply too difficult to do without the flocks. So we obviously don't need this, so I'm going to put those guys away and then put in Limo by himself. And again, we're going to be fine to do this. Little one tap on Posto. And then Ophicodon. That's two glass cannons in a row. Two goated creatures, Ophicodon and Postosuchus. They are two goated early game creatures because they're glass cannons. Which, as you know, glass cannons, they're the best creatures in the game. We do love them over here. And then Labyrinth, not quite so much of a glass cannon, unfortunately, so he doesn't get my appraisal in the same way that the Postosuchus does. And yeah, again, we can just take him down super easy. And here we go, battle number 4. We're zooming past these battles so far, but I promise it's not going to be this quick. And I actually forgot to set a timer, so I can probably just go back in the recording actually. Right, so the stopwatch is going now. I now have it going. We've done 4 battles already. They took a few minutes, so it's not much of a difference. And here is where it's going to get very annoying, because we have an Aqualops. We are facing a flock. Oh, that is, yeah. That is the one bad thing about flocks in this game, is that you obviously have the chance to face them, and they make the battles significantly longer. So we're going to have to use a bit of a better creature here, just to tank the hit of Yuxi once we kill Aqualops. So maybe we'll go for Indom Rex Gen 2. That should be fine. Because what we're going to have to do here is we're going to have to reserve 7. We're going to have to go for 7 action points. And so we're going to have to reserve quite a bit for this Aqualops. Which is annoying. I really wish they didn't have flocks as potential opponents in this game, because it's so annoying having to sit through this. I now have to reserve like 2-3 extra turns. Yeah, again, so next round we'll be able to kill him, but it's annoying. It's very, very annoying. So obviously we can't just kill a flock in one hit. Even though we can kill him one hit, we can't actually kill him one hit. We need 7. So he attacks me. I mean, yeah, nothing matters here. We can just go for 1 block. Cause I don't think Yuxi can kill me, but let's see how much attack does he have? 96. Yeah, he'd need like a full-on 7 or 8 to kill me. So we're fine. No worries there. But that is, yeah, I did forget to mention that. That is the one sort of downside of these early battles, is you can get put up against a flock and it will slow you down tremendously. And obviously we're all about speed over here. We want to get this done as fast as physically possible. So we're going into our first restriction next battle, and that's going to be Skoonasaurus or Skoonasaurus. And those are 2 very easy creatures to get, so I don't think anyone will struggle with that restriction. And here we have 2 amphibians and a herbivore, which means we need an amphibian or a herbivore of ourselves. And we're going to go for herbivore because we have so many herbivores. Herbivores make up the second most amount of creatures in the game, before or after carnivores. Carnivores make up the most, of course. And so we need 390 attack, more or less. So Shanasaur, that should be fine. And he should be able to solo this. Right, there we are. Ichthyosaur down. Undersuit just goes for 2 attacks. Okay. That doesn't matter to me. We can just go for a little 1 attack and 1-shot him, of course. Then in comes Ankylosaurus. Again, these opponents are just so easy. They've barely gone up in health. I think maybe it started off at about 250 health. We're now up to about 390. So it's gone up a tiny bit. But I mean, nothing aggressive. No aggressive leaps in health or leaps in attack. But yeah, you'll see when we get to level 33, the attack leap it's insane. It is insane. But yeah, here we go. The first restriction. So we'd have to use a Skoonasaurus. Maybe some people don't have Skoonasaurus or Skolosaurus. But I mean, I think everyone should have Skoonasaurus. This isn't a problem. And again, we're up against the flock. But yeah, this is now where I'm going to end this part, and I'm going to come back to you when I get to level 32, 33, or 34. It's one of these ones where the ferocity of the opponents makes a steep jump, and so we're going to see what that is, and then I'll be back once we reach this step. Alright, so I'm just quickly interjecting here because I've reached step 26, and we are now going to change our strategy up. Now, I thought I could go all the way to battle stage or step 33 with this strategy, but it seems these battles are getting a bit harder. So up until this point, I've been pinning in one creature who can one-tap every single one of these opponents, and I've been pinning him in first, and he's pretty much soloing the entire team. So in this instance, it would be a carnivore, and it would have to have more than 1,936 health, or attack, sorry. So it would have to be Concavenator. But this is not working anymore, because now we've reached a point where the opponents do have they've got a bit of attack, and as you can see, 870 attack on that Pterodostro. I can't use the strategy anymore. And so at this point, I'm now going to be doing the sandwich strategy, which is where I just go ahead and I go to my two Zhongs, I put them in like this, and then I use a carnivore again. Same strategy there, using a carnivore against two carnivores and a pterosaur, and then we use a carnivore who can kill everyone here in the team in 2 hits. Not 1 hit this time, we're just going for 2 hits. So we can continue to use these low level creatures. We don't have to go all the way up here just so that we can one-tap the opponents. Because we need to save those creatures up there for the later battle stages. Alright, someone that can 2-tap all of these creatures here would be Metrilong. Okay, so yeah, this team I've got right here should be more than enough to take out the opponents over here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start this battle. Yeah, I'll show this battle. But we're using this strategy up until we get to the super hard battles, which will come at battle stage 33 or 34. I am still not too sure yet. But yeah, we're just going to switch the strategy up a little bit. I did think maybe I could get away with one-tapping everyone until battle stage 33, but it appears that's not going to be the case. So we're gonna have to evolve a bit, use a new strategy. But as you can see, this should work perfectly fine. And then his dough will come in, and now I will just swap out into my two Zhong and fodder off another two Zhong. Or actually, I could probably... No, I can't get away with killing this guy. Yeah, because Pterodostro just has so much attack. I can't really attack here. I'll have to switch out into two Zhong and then fodder this guy off. Hopefully he attacks it, because he might not actually attack here, because he doesn't guarantee to kill me. Okay, he does. Perfect. And then, yeah, we can kill this guy in 2 hits. We have plenty of blocks to survive that Pterodostro. So 2, we'll go for 3 blocks, and we'll go for 2 reserves. And yeah, this is what I'm doing for the next... What am I on? I think I'm on 26. Next 7 or so battles until we reach that big ferocity jump that is going to come. And yeah, I'm not too sure what to expect there, but... Okay, there we go. Pterodostro is down. Yeah, once we reach that battle stage 33 where the big jump in ferocity comes, we're going to have to switch up the... It's going to be an entirely different strategy. But yeah, we'll be back once we reach that battle stage. Alright, so we're now on battle stage 32. This is probably going to be the last of the easy battles. And of course we get hit with an Aqualops. But yeah, this is probably going to be the last of the easy ones. And now it's going to get really hard after we do complete this. So we do actually need to put some... We need to put some flocks in here because we're up against a flock. I was not expecting this. This is the only second flock I've faced. I haven't faced any off camera, so I'm still going to go with 2 Zhong first, just to speed things along. But we're going to need to put in probably... I don't want him to swap into his Aqualops. I want him to use his Aqualops last. So if he uses Carnivore, he's not going to swap into Aqualops. So I know he's going to get disadvantaged by the Exeosega, but we're going to use the Carnivore regardless, because I don't want him to swap in to the Aqualops. So we'll use the Indoraptor. That should be fine. Hopefully that's... Yeah, hopefully this is enough. And... yeah, this is supposed to be one of the last of the easy battles before the really hard ones come in. But, I mean, it's putting me up against a level 58 Aqualops, so it's not going to be too easy. Alright, so Indoraptor can kill this guy in 2 hits, so go for that. And then Ichthyostega cannot kill us in 2 hits, so we should be safe for next turn. Yeah, we only 1600 attack. Hopefully he does attack here, honestly. Okay, he doesn't. That is going to complicate things a little bit. We can swap into a Compies though. And hopefully he attacks us on this turn. Okay, he definitely will. He's going to have 1 block though. He'll go for 4 attacks. He'll have 1 block or 1 reserve. But we can swap into Indoraptor here. And because Indoraptor is just too good, he's obviously, despite being type disadvantaged, still going to kill the Ichthyostega. So we can go for 2, he dies, 1 block just in case. And then 600, he probably could kill me if he wanted to. I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to put 2 blocks in. Or we could have just 4 reserved there. But there's a potential that he gets 5 and potentially kills me in 5. I probably should have reserved there just to speed things along, but it's okay. I guess for 4, I can't even do anything though because he's a flock. I can't even kill him. Okay, we'll go for 3 reserves and 2 blocks. He has 4. Okay. Goes for 4. Thank you very much. And then we can just take the Cyclops out here with a full-on 7. And there we go. Now let's see. Is Stage 33, is it the one that's really hard? Let's see. Is the Frosty going to ramp up? Let's take a look. Okay, it doesn't. So maybe it is Stage 34 then, or 35. Okay, I'll be back once I figure this out. Alright, let's check out Stage 34 now. Okay, yeah, still super easy. So I'm guessing it's going to be Stage 35 then. That's going to be the really, really difficult battle. Let me complete this and then we'll take a look. Alright, Stage 35. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Okay. Now we're into the big battles. There we are. I did know, I knew it was somewhere around here. Stage 33, 34, 35. But there it is. It's Stage 35. So it's once you've completed all of the battles that have restrictions. Because as you can see, the battle I just did, Stage 35, it was the last battle with a restriction. If we go over here, we scroll all the way down. No restrictions, no restrictions, no restrictions. So yeah, once you've passed that last restriction, you're on to the big leagues, where we're looking at 33,000 attack and 10,000 health. Okay, yeah. So that solidifies it. It's from here onwards. And so when I get to these battles, what I like to do is I like to go for 2 flocks. I go for 2 compies until I've used them all up. So we'll go for 2 compies. And then again, we're just putting 1 good creature in. And I'm going to use this strategy the entire way. Maybe the very last battles, I mean, we'll see. So I'll show you the very last battles. But maybe at the very last battles, we use a few more really good creatures. But just 1 really, really good creature should be enough for the majority of these battles. So who are we going to put in here? We need a carnivore, because there is carnivores and herbivores on the opponent's team. So we're probably going to go for... we can probably get away with using Tyrannosaurus. Yeah, that should definitely be fine. Okay. And then this is basically the strategy we're going to use for the rest of the 17 battles that we have left, or 16 battles that we have left. Just 2 flocks and then 1 really, really good creature who can disadvantage their entire team. Or not get disadvantaged by their entire team. Is probably the better way of putting it. And this is also going to be... The opening of these battles are all going to be the same. I'm going to do my compies for 8 reserves and then swap out. Never going to change. So it's always going to be 2 blocks here and 1 reserve. And then this turn will always be 4 reserves. And then next turn, always swapping out. Actually, no. That's not true. We'll only swap out once he attacks me. So if he doesn't attack me here, I won't swap out. But if he does attack me, I will swap out. So let's see. He doesn't attack me, so I'm going to have to... It's annoying because it means I have to spend more time in this battle. But yeah, we'll just go for 4 attacks. In hopes that we can draw out his attack on the next turn. Which, in this case, is going to work. Because he now has 5. He can guaranteed kill me. Or he thinks he can guarantee to kill me. But he can't. So that works out perfectly for us. And now we can bring in Tyrannosaurus. And he doesn't have any blocks or any reserves. So we can just go for 2, go for 1 block, because this guy's not going to do anything to us. And then if he even switches into Dimetricanus, he maybe can kill me in 2. So we do have to go for an extra block here, just in case he swaps in. Or actually, he is going to swap in, because he's at a disadvantage. So I don't think... He probably couldn't kill me in 2 hits, but just to be safe, it's always better safe. And then, honestly, he only has like 900 attack and stuff, so I can probably just brute force him here. But he could block me, so no, I'm just going to swap out. I'm going to play it safe again. Can never be too safe with these battles when they're such high stakes, and you have to use such high level dinosaurs like Tyrannosaurus, who obviously has like a 3-day cooldown, so yeah, I don't want to waste him. And now he can kill me, yeah, and then he only has 1 block. So we could have attacked him with Tyrannosaurus last turn. It would have been a little bit risky. Do we kill him 2? No, we don't. Okay, so we have to go for 4. So he's an extra block. And then he can't kill us in 3, so we should go for 2 blocks. Just to be safe, and we can definitely kill him in... Actually, no, we can kill him in 2. Can we kill him in 2? I think we can. Maybe. Yeah, we definitely can, actually. It goes for 4. We're safe, nonetheless. And could we kill him in 2? We could, just about. So, we would have been safe, even if we went for 4 blocks here. But yeah, That is essentially the strategy I'm going to use for the rest of the remaining 16 or 15 now. 15 battles in this Skoonasaurus quest. And yeah, I'll probably return at stage 48 and I'll do the last 3 battles, the hardest in the quest. And yeah, it's probably gonna be a long time. Actually, wait, let me check the clock. It has now been 55 minutes since I started. So from step 1 to step 35, it takes 55 minutes with basically a max park. So that's honestly longer than I was expecting, but yeah. It's probably going to take another hour now to do these last battles because they're significantly harder than the previous 35. And they're going to take significantly more time per battle, so we'll see. But yeah, I'll be back once we get to stage 48. Okay, so I just opened up the prize drop and it says 20 tickets will be saved for the next prize drop. I did also get 5,000 loyalty points in my inbox as well, and I think that's because there was some sort of glitch with this prize drop, with the 100 VIP pack or VIP mystery pack prize drop. That's caused Ludia to refund those prize drop tickets, and I don't know. Yeah, we have 20 tickets now for next prize drop. I don't know how to feel like this. It's a strange one. Hopefully, I don't know. I mean, maybe the prize of 100 mystery packs wasn't supposed to be a thing, but I mean, I guess we'll see tomorrow. Hopefully, that doesn't mean I've just wasted like 6,000 bucks. That'll be so disappointing. But hey, it is what it is. If that is the case, then it is what it is. But we are now here. We have got 48. We have got 3 more. We're on stage 48 of the Skoonasaurus quest. We have 3 more battles to do. And I've just been thinking, whilst I did these are really hard. I'm pretty sure that the opponents must be based on the ferocity of your own lineup. That has to be the only explanation for this. So I'm thinking to myself, there's no way that everyone can complete these if they are all this hard. I definitely want to know your opinions on this, because yeah, just drop in the comments. Tell me if your opponents are as hard as this. I'm on 48, and these are the sort of opponents I'm facing. Obviously, you've seen what opponents I was facing earlier. But I'm guessing it's got to be based on ferocity, because if everyone in the game faces these opponents, then this is just simply impossible for a certain amount of players. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we're going to now complete this quest. We're going to do the last 3 battles. Finally, it's been quite some grind, I cannot lie. We are now on our 1 hour and 35 minutes, so this should be done in about 1 hour and 45 if we can do these last battles pretty quickly. And what are we going to use here? We're still using the same strategy. 2 flocks and then 1 really good creature. And honestly, I'm tempted to use Spinotops here because we have 2 pterosaurs. Even though there's this Titan, I think I'm going to use Spinotops here. There's not going to really be a better time to use them than now when we have 2 pterosaurs in the lineup. And as you can see, this is all the flocks that I've used in the past 16 or so battles. I've really gone through the lineup, and now we're going back to the beginning when they've just refreshed. So let's go ahead and go to the main lineup and then Spinotops, and this should be enough. Hopefully that Titan doesn't give us too many issues. We just have to wait and see. I wonder if I can one-hit this Quetzal Gen 2. Oh, so close. So close. 9,800 attack. Alright, so he has 2. Okay, that's fine. So again, these early rounds don't matter at all until we get our 8 reserves. Now, this is what counts. Hopefully he attacks here. This will make things nice and easy for us. Okay, he doesn't. That's fine. He should attack next turn then. So we're going to bait it out. Okay, there we go. He's going to have 5 next turn. He's going to go for 5 because he has... Well, because we have a potential of 4 blocks. And then he'll be wide open for our Spinotops to come in and 2-hit him. Not 1-hit him, unfortunately. It's going to have to be a 2-hit. Right, let's bring in Spinotops and 2 hits. And then what... So he can kill us in 2 if he switches into Titan. So we need to go for 2 blocks. And then that should be fine. And then he should come in and switch straight into Titan. And then hopefully attack, honestly. Hopefully he attacks. Will he? Okay, he doesn't. That's fine. We have to swap out again. Yeah, again, these battles are pretty tedious. You just have to swap in and out until they use all their attacks. And once they use their attacks, you swap in. And sometimes you don't even have enough attack to kill them all in one round. Or all in one turn. So you have to get a bit of their health down and then swap out again. That's what I've had to do for quite a few of these battles, I can't lie. It's a little bit tedious, but I think that was all of his attacks. Oh, I wasn't really paying attention, actually. So hopefully it was. It should be... Okay, that should be enough. And then, just in case, we're going to go for 3 blocks. There's no point risking it. Okay, he doesn't actually have any blocks. Maybe he has some reserves. I mean, even if he does, it doesn't matter because he has so little attack with that Ornithocaris. Doesn't go for the 4, so we're going to swap out again, play it safe. He's probably only got 2 blocks. Actually, to be fair, this is one of the instances we don't need to play it safe because he can't even kill me in 4 hits. So even if he goes for a full-on 4 blocks, it's not going to matter. And there we are. Okay. 1 of 3 down. We have 2 more to go and then the quest is complete. Oh, it's been a grind. It's been a real grind. 151 DNA though. We are really getting quite a lot per turn now. Ooh, okay. This is an interesting one. Got almost 20,000 health per creature. I mean, yeah, I'm telling you, these battles get really difficult. So we'll go for 2 flocks here. We have to put this guy in. Okay, there we go. Then who can we use here? So we need an amphibian, but we don't have any amphibians left. However, we do have instant recoveries left. And I think I'm going to use that. I think I'm going to use that here. I think I'm going to go for Megalocevia at level 40. We're going to use him. We're going to use him in a proper battle this time. Last time we used him in a massive overkill scenario. But here he's going to be used properly at level 40. And as you can see, that was a 6-day, 20-hour cooldown. So let's hope we don't mess this up. Because if we do, that's 1 week down the drain. Alright, so this Baryonyx is not what we need to worry about. He is obviously someone who my Megalocevia can advantage. So yeah, we're not too worried about him. But again, same as always, 1 block or 1 reserve, 2 blocks. Just to get our 8 action points up. And he swaps. Okay, that's interesting. That's actually quite good. We need, that's like, yeah, that's very good actually. So that means he's going to have to swap again once we kill this Capro Gen 2. And Baryonyx comes in, he's going to have to swap out of Baryonyx again. Okay, he goes for a full-on 3 as well. Perfect. Okay. So we probably have to go for 4 to kill him here. I think 4 should be enough. Definitely not 3. Yeah, 4 is enough. And then he's going to come in with Baryonyx. He's going to swap into Erlich. So we're going to go for 2 blocks just to be safe. Because Erlich does kill us in 3. And he should swap here. Let's see. He doesn't? Okay, well. I mean, that doesn't affect us anyway, because regardless, we're swapping out here, and we're going to go for our compy, and we're going to get our 8 action points once again. Does he have any reserves here? Yeah, I think he does. Okay, this is perfect. And we don't even have to swap out, because he just kills us outright. This is our flock dead. Perfect. Don't have to waste an action point swapping out. And we kill him in 2, I think. Did we kill him in 2? We don't, okay. Not quite. And then look, he kills us in 3, so we have to go for 2 blocks, 3 reserves. And then it's not guaranteed yet because Erlich doesn't die in 3 hits. So he could go for 4 blocks and just kill us in the next turn. Okay, but he goes for 1 attack. Okay, now it is guaranteed because he only has the potential for 3 blocks. We kill him in 4. That is game over. 1 more battle after this to go. And the quest is done. Okay. 154 DNA, and do we have enough yet? No, we don't. Okay, so this is going to get us to that 4,000 DNA mark. It's going to cross us over, enable us to unlock Skoonasaurus, which is what this has all been about. And again, we need an amphibian here. Honestly, I'm just willing to use Megalocevia again. Or honestly, no, I think we can probably use Dreadactylus here. I'm tempted. Let's just go for a full-on team here for the last one. Let's go for a full-on team. Let's go for Dreadactylus. He's going to swap into. He'll swap into T-Rex Gen 2. And we're going to use Rexy. We're going to use Rexy's ability because he's going to do an insane amount of damage. And that should honestly be enough. That should be more than enough, but screw it. Let's put in... Who should we put in? We'll put in Quetzal Jara. Just, why not? Level 10, he means nothing to me. But this should be enough. Get to use our Flock Dreadactylus, which I barely ever use, I'm not going to lie. Don't have many use cases for this guy, because he's usually just like way overkill. But nothing is overkill for these battles, because as you can see, 20,000 health on the entire opposing team. And I think Acanthosega has 8,000 attack, if I'm correct. Let's have a look. Yeah, 8,000 attack. There is nothing overkill about these battles. They are just, yeah, they need all your best creatures. But I am curious, though. I'm curious. Are the battles the same for everyone else? Even if you're like a level 60 and you have like super low level creatures, only like level 20 hybrids or something. I'm curious if the we need to be careful here. No, he kills me in 2 hits, so he will never go for 7. Okay. I was gonna say we need to be careful, make sure he doesn't actually kill us in 7 hits and just full on kill our flock. It's for 4 blocks. That's strange. What was I saying? I was saying, yeah, I'm just curious if the battles are all the same for everyone. Because obviously for me, these are extremely difficult. And I'd be surprised if they are extremely difficult for everyone else as well. Because it'd be a bit ridiculous. So we need to go for 5 kill him. He used a full on 4. And then when we get a flock, we can just go for 4 reserves. So I don't have to worry about blocking. That's the beauty of flocks. And honestly, I feel like Red could have definitely soloed this. So we have kind of wasted Rexy here. But I think Rexy has a pretty low cooldown now I think about it. So, I mean, it's not too big of a loss. Goes for 2. He has 1 block. Okay, honestly, we'll swap into Rexy here just to give him some use. We don't need to, but we will. Use his ability. That means he can now kill Renchi in 2 hits, I think. Yep, he can kill him with 2. And I think he had 1 block. I think so. So we're going to go for 1, just in case. Yeah, there we go. And then in comes Akanthostega to finish things off. He'll go for 4, maybe 3. I mean, 4 would guarantee the kill. So, okay, he goes for 3 because the AI is kind of weird like that. And then our Dreadactylus can clean up, but we'll make use of Quetzalcoatl. Why not? Because he kind of feels left out. He feels a little bit left out. He's going to get used in. And there we are. That is it. The Skoonasaurus quest is done. It is officially done. Oh, that was a long one. Let's see. What's the time looking like? 1 hour and 45 minutes exactly. Now, that probably wasn't as fast as I could have done it, but 1 hour 45 is not too bad. That's a pretty decently quick time. And there we are. Once we click out of this, the quest will be done. It will no longer be in our game. And there we are. Skoonasaurus quest done. That was very difficult, I can't lie. Let's have a look at the lineup, actually. How battered is the lineup? Oh my. Yeah, we have used quite a few. Honestly, no. To be fair, we've got quite a few left. All of our best creatures used, but we do still have a fair few to go. And I do need to do this battle, but I'm not going to... This has been a long video, so I'm not going to do this today, but... Well, I'll do it today, but I'm not going to do it in the video. But yeah, let's go ahead and, without further ado, finally unlock Skoonasaurus. Let's head over down here to Skoonasaurus. And let's feed this guy first, the little level 1 who's going to be remaining. And there we are. And let's, yeah, take him in. Drink it in. This is the last time you're going to see Skoonasaurus at level 40 for a little bit. I'm obviously getting back to level 40 at some point. I don't know when, but I mean, this is it for him. Let's go ahead and infuse him and unlock our Skoonasaurus. Instant fuse, we have 7. Yeah, we have plenty to use, so... 4,000 Skoonasaurus or Sonorosaurus. I think it's... What was the DNA? Was it Sonorosaurus? Oh my gosh, I can't even... Sonorosaurus? I don't know. 4,000 Sonorosaurus DNA. My words are getting all mixed up because they all sound the same. Into Skoonasaurus from Skoonasaurus. Let's go. And let's see. Oh my gosh, the camera angle has to change because of how massive he is. And there he is. Oh my. Let's go ahead and place him. Skoonasaurus unlocked. Oh, beautiful. What do you... Oh my gosh, the camera angle is just all over the place because of how massive he is. And even at the level 10 or level 1 to 10 design, he still has a fair few spikes on him. I'm just looking here. You can definitely see that those are definitely going to be something that advances in the level 40 design at some point. But here he is. Let's feed him and let's see what stats are looking like at level 10. And then let's see where he falls in the lineup at level 10. So as you can see, no food. Don't have to worry. That's like barely any food. Any food used there. That was kind of weird. It's like he's not even actually touching the tree there. That was kind of a little bit strange. I don't know what he was doing with that tree, but okay, anyway, stats wise, what are we looking like? We're looking like 6,480 health, 1,863 attack. It's not too bad, can't complain at all. We obviously lost a Skoonasaurus, which had 2,000 attack and like 3,000 health. So yeah, massive upgrade stats wise from Skoonasaurus. Unfortunately though, he is a herbivore. And we lost an amphibian. So that's a very bad trade-off. Amphibians being the second most useful class in the game after carnivore. And we're now into the most useless class in the game, which is a herbivore. But I mean, hey, it's a new creature. It's a new super hybrid. I'm not complaining. And let's go ahead and claim the level 1 little food reward. And what's he saying? The super hybrid combines Sonosaurus DNA and the Skoonasaurus for a heavily armored Brachiosaurid. Hey, that is it's true. That's true. It's true for sure. Now where am I gonna put this guy? He obviously has to go down here with the other super hybrid herbivores, and I'm gonna have to put another hybrid away. It's gonna have to be, yeah. I mean, it has to be Ankylodocus. There's no other explanation. He's the only super rare hybrid I have out, so he has to go away to make room for Skoonasaurus. And I need to put him down here. Beautiful. There we are. We now have 4 super hybrid herbivores, 3 super hybrid pterosaurs, and 2 amphibians. Oh, I was almost getting confused there. 2 amphibians and then 4 carnivores, because obviously Indoraptor is over here. So that is now on par with the amount of super hybrid carnivores that we have, which makes sense because obviously there is a lot of amphibians or a lot of herbivores and carnivores in the game. And so it makes sense that there'd be a lot of herbivore and carnivore super hybrids in the game. But yeah, that is it. Skoonasaurus. I mean, one last thing, I guess we better check the lineup and see where he comes. It definitely won't be very high up, that's for sure. We're going to have to scroll quite some time to see him. But there he is, okay. He's here with the other level 40 super hybrids. So, where's Indoraptor? Indoraptor's over here. And then Skoonasaurus is down there. So, yeah, slightly worse than Indoraptor. And then he competes with Spinosaurus and then Tappy, as well as Monostegosaurus and Giga. Yeah, so he's about where you'd expect him to be. Nothing too crazy though. It does take a bit of time to scroll to him. But yeah, I think that is all for today. That was a long one. It was a quite a grind to get that quest done. 1 hour and 45 minutes. Honestly, not too bad. Probably will take a lot longer for a lot of other people who don't have the lineup that I have. And so good luck to anyone who hasn't done this quest yet. Obviously, don't miss it because it's a huge quest, a huge help in getting that 4,000 DNA and just instantly unlocking Skoonasaurus. It's super nice. And obviously now we only need 2,000 DNA. Yeah, 2,000 to get the next one. And so I'll probably get this guy to level 40. Oh, months and months. It's months and months in line, and I'm not going to start working on him until I get Spinotops over here to level 40 and Quetzalcoatl as well to level 40, and then I'll go for Skoonasaurus. But yeah, that's all for today. Thank you guys for watching. It was a long one, so I'd appreciate a like on the video, and obviously don't forget to subscribe. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. See ya.